In this video, we are going to see how to take care of tomato plants, and we are going to cover 8 things that will help to manage the tomato plant in the container. And this is a continuation of part 1. And if you have not seen the part 1 yet, please click the I button in the right top corner. In the previous part, that is in the part 1 video, few of you asked why are we planting with half sand in the container. The reason is the white soft hair kind of thing that you see around the tomato sapling is that it can become new big roots of the tomato plant. When the stem gets in contact with the soil, these will grow as a strong roots which will support the plant to become stronger. Next one is we are seeing this yellow leaf in the sapling. So this is because the sapling has grown to its maximum in the planting tray and it needs a new container, bigger container. So moving this to a new container will fix it. This is the same plant that we have planted in the last video, that's in the part 1 video, and this is 1 week from transplanting. So the plant is at the same size, and at this point the roots will be growing, new roots will be growing inside the soil, and you won't see much growth in the plant in the first week. This is after 3 weeks from transplanting. The plant has grown well. To make use of the space around the plant, I have put some seeds of the bean variety, and it has grown. So I'll be moving these bean plants in another week or so. Next thing is during the rainy times, the plants will grow faster, and make sure the pot has holes in it and there's a proper drainage like this. Next is removing the leaf that are touching the ground. We have to remove the tomato leaf that are touching the ground. This is to avoid any disease that can transmit through the soil. Next thing is we have to watch for the insects or pests in the plants, mainly under the leaf. That is where they live and lay eggs. These are aphids, and they reproduce faster in the plant, and we have to control it in a natural way. To control these insects and to kill them, we can make our own natural insect repellent. To make natural pest repellent, there are a lot of ways, and I'm going to use garlic and ginger, and with the small piece of garlic and ginger we can actually make our own natural pest repellent. Let me take few garlics and a small piece of ginger, and we need to cut them into small pieces. Then we have to grind it in the mixer and make a fine paste out of it. Then mix it in the water, 1 liter of water, and then filter the mixed water to get rid of the dust. Pour the filtered the repellent into the sprayer, and we can spray it on the plant. If you don't have a sprayer, you can easily make one. Just take a water bottle and put some holes in the cap of the water bottle, and you can use it as a sprayer. When we apply the natural pest repellent, let's make sure there is no rain for next 1 or 2 days, so that the sprayed repellent is not washed away. Because if there is a rain and if it gets washed away, then the insect will not be killed properly. Next we are going to see what happens to the plant when it grows bigger. So when the plant is small like this, it can withstand the heavy wind, but when the plant grows little bigger like this cannot withstand the wind, and it needs support, because without support it can either bend or it can break if there are big tomatoes in the plant. And we are going to support this plant with the wooden stick. I have taken the stick which is 4 to 5 feet high, and I'm going to push it inside the soil, at least 1 feet inside the soil, and we can push it 1 or 2 inches from the plant, and we have to tie the plant with the stick for every 1 feet. First one can be 4 inches from the soil. Then for every 1 feet, we as and when the plant grows, we have to tie the plant with the stake. When we tie, there should be 1 inch gap so that the plant stems are not tied very tightly with the stake, and also that will allow the stems to grow easily. The reason for this support is that the plant needs support when it starts having big tomatoes, and also when there's a heavy wind. Instead of the wooden sticks, we can also use the tomato cage like this. This is to support the plant entirely. It needs to be put like this, and the plant should be in the center. As and when the plant grows, the cage will support the entire plant. To certain height, the tomato plants will grow straight, and after that it will actually grow like a creeper. I collected these wooden sticks from the branches that are broken from the trees. I have kept the stick for this plant only as it has grown big, and I'm going to keep the stick to support other plants as well when they grow little bigger. I had kept only 6 plants with me, and I have given most of the other saplings to my friends. Next thing is, to have a good harvest, we have to remove the suckers or the branches from the plant. The reason to remove these branches are to have bigger tomatoes and more tomatoes. This branch removal is not applicable to all the plants. In this plant, the tip has stopped and only the branches are growing. In these plants, we should not remove the branches. We should not be removing all the branches. We have to notice and identify the branches that are idle and have stopped growth and lying in the plant for a long time. Only those needs to be removed. We have to remove the weeds from the container. This is to avoid these weeds taking the fertilizer that we supply to the plant. And once you take the weed, keep the weeds around the plant, so later point of time it acts as a fertilizer. We have to loosen the soil like this for the roots to get some air, and this helps the plants to grow healthier. When the plant is not watered for a few days, the plant will look like this. If we don't pour water for another 1 or 2 days, the plant will dry and it will die. So even at this stage, if you pour water, the plants will be okay and it will become alive again. I thought of uploading this video today, and before I upload, I noticed that the plant has produced the flowers. So it took 5 weeks for the plant to produce the flower from transplanting. From here on, how this plant is going to perform and how many tomatoes it's going to produce, all those details I will cover in the next video. Thanks for watching this video. Please share, subscribe and comment. Thank you.